need to relax, Nick.
I can't relax off.
Don't you want to go on the farm? Don't you want to go to a farm?
I think I need to go to a farm.
We need to go to a farm to relax. We need to go to North Carolina.
North Carolina? I actually spent a lot of time in North Carolina.
I know.
North Carolina.
You got something in connection with Erin.
Well, on the phone now is our very patient next guest, Erin O'Loughlin at Three Irish Jewels. Is trying to get a wonderful, I believe it's a therapeutic farm off the ground. But I'm going to let Erin herself tell us about this. Erin, welcome.
Hi, how are you?
Very good. Thank you for being so patient, Erin.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. We were unfortunately, a very disturbing story before you. So we hope we've now everyone's feeling a little better.
We need to relax, Erin. So we need to hear about your farm.
Erin, I actually, you came to my attention through a Facebook posting that you put out there, and I read a little bit about it, and I was very impressed. So why don't you tell our listeners about what it is exactly you're trying to do?
I am aiming to set up an assisted farm living program and day programs for adults with autism, as well as summer and track-out programs for children with autism in the Triangle area of North Carolina, which is the Raleigh-Wake County area of North Carolina. And so we'll be having like a residence program for adults and as well as a day program for children. And it's going to be very farm-based, working with animals, working out in the gardens and getting their hands dirty and really enjoying peaceful country life. No Pasadena, Texas stories there.
Now, this
Absolutely. What a great idea.
This is a very important issue.
It is.
Young adults coming, transition, employment.
Yes.
We've got a million people that are going to be coming into adulthood in the next 10 years, and the world's not ready for it. So working farms that employ people on the spectrum. This is a kind of a new idea, and there are farms that are popping up here in California. We're in California right now, Erin, and there are farms that are popping up here that are inclusive of people on the spectrum that bring them in and actually are working farms, and it's happening across the country. And
so Erin, tell us why you've decided to do this. What is your motive? I don't mean to say what is your motivation in a bad way, but I mean, what motivates you to do this? What was the genesis of this project, and where are you with it now?
Sure. I have 3 children, and my middle child, he's 7, will be 8 in October, has autism. It's mid to severe autism, and I'm kind of a baby in this project because everybody I've talked to there are about 10 of these farms, by the way, in the country. And I've been to different conferences with them, and I've met all of the founders of these farms, and I've noticed that I'm pretty much a baby in this project compared to the other people who started these. And basically, for whatever reason, I have a ton of friends with older children with autism, and I lean on them a lot, and they've all become my confidants over the years. And one day, one of those dear friends asked me what our plans are for my son's future. His name is Marcus. And I stood there for a while and finally came up with a brilliant answer of, I don't know, we're just trying to get through the day right now. And then I jokingly said, what I'd love to do is have a big, huge farm with lots of land and tons of animals and gardens where both kids and adults with autism can come and live in peace. And having no idea that places like that already existed. And then that night, that same friend sent me an email with a link that said, hey, look at this. And it was a link to the ACAA website, which is Agricultural Communities for Adults with Autism. And my background is in marketing and fundraising, and it just all clicked that night, and I found my life's calling. And, when I was born in 1975, about 3 in 10,000 children were diagnosed with autism, and today, as we all know, that 1 in 88 number is out there. But as the number of children with disorder begins to rise, services for adults have lagged, and there are just very few options out there, and it's probably the most crucial issue we face in the autism community, but it's just not something you hear a lot of people talking about. And so, the more I looked through that website and read all of the links to these farms, it clicked that night. That's what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. And anybody who knows me, if I get an idea in my head, it's supposed to be the head. So,
well, fantastic. Now, where are you with it right now?
Right now, I basically in January of 2012, I incorporated and I hired a lawyer in February to get my 501c3. I formed a fabulous board of directors who are out there every day spreading the word and fundraising up a storm. And here I sit right now, just really, I have my eye on the property I want, and I just need that funding. So.
All right, so you're looking for funding. And Erin, how can people help you and help you get your dream off the ground? That's the important thing. So,
sure.
Real, please.
Yeah, well, I have a fundraising site up called it's the GoFundMe campaign, and you can go there at www.gofundme.com/3IrishJewelsFarm, and it's the number 3, not spelled out. And then also we have a golf tournament coming up for the locals, or if you're in the Triangle area of North Carolina, Pat Mernan's Irish Pub in Wake Forest is hosting their annual golf tournament, and they've chosen us to be their charity. And that's on Friday, September 21st, and we're still accepting sponsorships in golf foursomes, and we're going to have Tony Drake out there as our after-party entertainment. He's an artist from Winston-Salem who not only has autism, but is blind, and he's a phenomenal jazz player. And so, yeah, I mean, we really, really need this funding to get the dream up off the ground.
Right.
Well, we wish you a lot of luck.
Absolutely. Any way we can help, go ahead and we'll post this up on our Facebook page for people so that they know where they can go to GoFundMe and find your project. And Erin, we're going to keep in touch with you on a regular basis, and we're going to look forward to the one call we have with you where you tell us you are breaking ground.
Oh, I can't wait to call in for that, that's for sure.
All right, Erin, thank you so much. Great speaking with you. Good luck with the project. We certainly are behind you all the way.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, Erin O'Loughlin from 3 Irish Jewels Farm.
We have a blanket to give.
We do, don't we? We do, yeah. So we're going to give a blanket away to the next caller right here. It's a weighted blanket.